G'day Pickleball family and a happy new 2024 Pickleball year to you. First thing to know, as shared on pickleballunion.com, don't miss the Pickleball themed series Pick City, now streaming on YouTube. Your friends, your family, your courts, you're up. So reads the poster strapline of Pick City, a pickleball comedy series now available to watch on YouTube. The first 3 episodes of Pick City were made available for streaming on December 14, followed by episodes 4 to 6 on December 28. Filmed in Charlevoix, northern Michigan, during the summer of this year, the series features a volunteer cast of local residents. Actor Philip Wampler, recognised for roles in Las Vegas 2013, as Alex in Ghost Squad 2015, and the supernatural thriller Nocturne 2020, takes the lead role and is the driving force behind the production. The show is based on a combination of real events and fictitious scenarios of actor Philip Wampler, with fictional roles played by real pickleball players and Philip's friends. The Michigan cities in the show are also fictional. A member of the Screen Actors Guild at 24, Wampler found inspiration for the Parks and Recreation style comedy series during the SAG-AFTRA strike. His idea took seed following the experiences he went through while making ends meet as a waiter at Charlevoix's Weather Vane restaurant. I started going to the pickleball courts, and for the next month or two, I got to know this great group of people who are also in the show, and they really became my family, he said. This whole thing was done while the strikes were going on in California. I was trying to find a new way to get new content out there, he added. After I got to know the Charlevoix pickleball community, I presented the idea to them, and they were all really interested in doing it. The narrative revolves around Wampler's character, Philip Wompson, a young actor from Los Angeles who unwillingly returns to northern Michigan after a phone call to his parents guilt trips him into agreeing to spend the summer there. Affectionately dubbed P-Womps, he is a huge fan of television, movies, sports, and most notably, pickleball. Joining his Uncle Jack, sister of Philip's mum, Jill, portrayed by seasonal resident John Hess, on the local pickleball courts, an engaging story of family friendship and the dynamics of competition unfolds. Pick City also features Kathy and Steve Libet as Philip's overprotective parents. Leilani Lee Durbin plays Rachel, the savvy mayor of Bridge City, and her scheming pickleball mad project manager, Kate Matthews, is portrayed by Gigi. Sawyer Fortin is hilarious as the bumbling Pisces, who Rachel says is from another galaxy. The catchy theme tune was written and performed by Coyote Sound, who also provides the soundtrack to the series, courtesy of local DJ Jeff Stevens as local DJ JD Burnett. The series is quirky, charming, and easy to watch. It has some truly engaging characters and uses pickleball as an interesting metaphor for life and its many facets. It's well worth a watch. Second thing to know, as also shared on pickleballunion.com, husband and wife team open pickleball facility near the cradle of pickleball. Freeland on Whidbey Island, Washington, is located not 50 miles north of the exact spot where pickleball was first conceived. Now has its very own exclusive indoor pickleball centre. Residents of South Whidbey, Paul and Abby Shetter, noticed an interesting niche in their community's amenities, specifically the absence of any dedicated pickleball facilities. This realisation led them to embark on a new venture, the Whidbey Pickle Barn. Their new business, Whidbey Pickle Barn, will be open to members and visitors this January. The club offered a December preview to the Pickleball Curious, which provided almost daily sessions at a discounted rate. It was also a good chance to check out the brand new indoor climate-controlled courts. Abby, a self-identified casual player, told Kira Erickson of the South Whidbey Record, for those people who really play a lot, we were wanting to do something different so you could play as much as you wanted on the South End. Her husband, Paul, a more enthusiastic player, recall how he got hooked a few years ago. The ironic part is that I just had no interest in it, and basically somebody invited me to play once, he said. Despite the birthplace of pickleball being so close, the Shedders were surprised by the scarcity of dedicated facilities in their area. Paul humorously described their 2-court facility as Whidbey Island-sized, highlighting their aim to cultivate a tight-knit community around the sport. We've got a good core of hardcore players, but part of the heart behind this was to bring more people into the fold and be part of the community, he said. When you don't have a place, it's pretty hard to do that. The club will implement an online reservation system, enabling players to book slots with friends or random groups based on skill levels. Operating from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. most days, excluding major holidays, access to the facility will be granted via unique key codes assigned to each reservation. Additionally, instructor Tim Sanford will conduct various clinics catering to beginners, intermediates, and advanced players, emphasising that pickleball is inclusive of all ages and skill levels. Anyone can play. I teach an 8-year-old all the way to an 82-year-old. You don't have to be athletic to play, he said, pointing out that one of his best students is an artist who had never played a sport before. Get 1 or 2 good shots and you're coming back, Sanford said. Paul highlighted the accessibility of pickleball, citing minimal financial barriers as it only requires suitable shoes, a paddle, and a plastic ball. The Whidbey Pickle Barn plans to provide loaner paddles for newcomers, anticipating a surge of interest from beginners. Our hypothesis is pickleball's so hot, there's a ton of beginners that want to play, he explained. Humour and camaraderie form integral parts of the pickleball experience, according to Paul, who emphasised the laughter derived from the game's unpredictable and amusing moments during their frequent play sessions. There's not a time where we play, and we play 3-4 times a week, where you're just on the ground laughing because there's a funny shot or an amazing shot or you get hit in the head with the ball, he says. You're always giggling about something. Membership options include an annual package or a monthly subscription. Memberships are now active and accessible through the website. Whidbey Island is about 30 miles, 48 kilometres north of Seattle, and lies between the Olympic Peninsula and the I-5 corridor of Western Washington state. The island forms the northern boundary of Puget Sound and was home to nearly 70,000 residents, according to the 2010 census. Third thing to know, as shared on Twitter, or now known as X, by the Dink Pickleball, the latest State of Pickleball Participation and Infrastructure report by the SFIA, Sports and Fitness Industry Association, reveals an astounding demand in Texas. And here's how the state can rise to meet this growing challenge. According to their findings, Texas will need to build 2,527 courts at a project cost of $88.5 million to keep up with demand over the next 5 to 7 years. Texas has 0.55 dedicated pickleball courts per 10,000 people, which is 55% below average. Texas ranks 44th in the nation by dedicated court coverage per 10,000 people. Texas better get to building. Let's just make sure they factor in proper zoning into their plans. Paddles up.